Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Jessica Nicole. I'm a self-published author of YA fantasy romance novels, and in today's video, I'm actually going to be doing a little journal flip through with you guys. So, these are actually entries from the month of April and the month of May. I kind of stopped dating these halfway through because I don't really date my journal entries anymore now that I'm using it primarily for like a reading and writing journal. So the first entry here is my TBR plans that I had for April. My plans were to read Crooked Kingdom, Six of Crows, Kingdom of Villains, so many kingdoms I get confused, My Dark Romeo, Vipers and Virtuosos, and Love in the Time of Serial Killers. So that was my plan. Those were the 6 books I was planning on reading, and you'll see what happened with that in just a second. I kind of wrote down like a 3-act story structure kind of outline here on these 2 pages, just because like this is the way I want to outline my books from now on. I'm going to become more of a plotter, just because I think it will help me be more productive with my writing time. Here is basically a chart of like books that are in Kindle Unlimited that I want to read and possibly own the physical copies of. So if I've read it in Kindle Unlimited, I check it off over here, and then if I wanted to own the physical copy of it after reading it in Kindle Unlimited, I put the check over here. So some of these there's no checks because I haven't done anything with them yet. Some of these they have both checks because I read like My Dark Romeo, read it in Kindle Unlimited, liked it enough that I wanted the physical copy. Kingdom of Villains, read it in Kindle Unlimited, didn't like it enough to feel like I wanted the physical copy, so I just read it in Kindle Unlimited. Actually, these 2, I have the physical copy on their way to me right now. So the Daughter of the Pirate King and Daughter of the Siren Queen. So those checks would go here, and I'll probably end up also reading them in Kindle Unlimited as well, because I like to go back and forth sometimes to kind of switch things up when I'm reading, so that I don't get like, not bored, but so that I don't get like in a rut, I guess. This is basically how I annotated my first duology that I went back and annotated my Forest View Academy duology in April and May, and so this was like my little guide for how I was going to do that. Over here, I put down what I actually ended up reading in April and when I finished it and what rating I gave it. So I did end up reading Kingdom of Villains, Vipers and Virtuosos, Six of Crows, and My Dark Romeo, also Love in the Time of Serial Killers, but I did not end up reading Crooked Kingdom, just because I ended up reading 3 other books. So I ended up reading the Shadow and Bone trilogy before going into the Six of Crows duology, just because I wanted to see what my personal feelings were on the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I know a lot of people are like, you know, it's no good or this and that, but I actually, as you can see, really ended up enjoying these. I gave them 4 and 5 stars, and it's a 5-star series overall for me, so I'm super grateful to myself for reading those first and forming my own opinion on them. And then I went into Six of Crows, and there were things in Six of Crows that you really needed the background knowledge on to be able to understand fully, so I was so glad that I read these. And I love Six of Crows, 5 stars, and I am currently reading Crooked Kingdom, and I'm loving it. Over here, I just like wrote down my little Amazon bookish haul that I did that day. These are some things I want to learn more about just for writing purposes. The stories behind the constellations, herbalism, African mythology. I really liked how this turned out. How to write a duology. You're always telling 3 stories. The big story, book 1 story, and book 2 story. I made a little map of Forest View Academy, the like school that my characters attend in the Forest View Academy duology. Like I said, I was annotating this and studying it over the last couple months, and so I just made like a little map of the campus for like my own records, I guess. And then these next couple pages are basically a catalog of the books I read in 2022. So I ended up reading 25 books in 2022. I read a few more, but these were like the noteworthy ones. I read the Blood Like Magic duology. I read Our Crooked Hearts, Cinderella is Dead, For the Wolf, Little Thieves, the Darkest Minds trilogy, the Cruel Prince trilogy, well, the Folk of the Air trilogy, Midnight in Everwood, The Hazelwood, Twisted Love, Carmilla, Verity, The Stand-In, The Inheritance Games and the Hawthorne Legacy, Heart of the Raven Prince, House of Salt and Sorrows, Promises and Pomegranates, Deal with the Elf King, and A Dance with the Fae Prince. Just some little reflections there of how many books I want to read, which has changed. I'm thinking like my magic number of books read every month is gonna be like 6 or 7, leaning more towards 6. I don't know. It just depends on the month. And then this is the books I read in April, just like a little breakdown. I'm loving like printing out the covers so that I can like physically see what I've read. And I just put like my star ratings underneath, no, above, put my star ratings above. So My Dark Romeo in April, I read it, gave it 4 stars, really liked it. Same thing with Love in the Time of Serial Killers. Surprisingly a deep book that I just wasn't expecting. It was deep, but also very humorous. I liked Vipers and Virtuosos, not as much as the first book though, but it was still really good, and it was fun to see characters from the first book pop up in this one. These are like interconnected standalones, the Monsters and Muses series. This one I didn't like that much, but it was an entertaining story for the most part. So 3 stars for Kingdom of Villains, 5 for Six of Crows, love it so much. This is supposed to be 4, but that's okay. Shadow and Bone trilogy, like I said, 5-star trilogy overall for me. And then January, I just went back and did the 3 that I read in January. So this is the sequel actually for the Wolf, For the Throne. Really, really enjoyed it. Didn't think I was going to, but I was pleasantly surprised. This was the book I liked least out of the Inheritance Game series, the 3rd one, The Final Gambit, but I still enjoyed it. Hooked was very good. Can't wait to read the other 2 books I have in the, the Never After novels by Emily McIntyre. Caraval and Legendary. I read Legendary, I think is my favorite book out of the Caraval trilogy. Read those 2 in February, along with The Bridge Kingdom, which I really enjoyed. And then this is the last page that I've done so far in May. I haven't been writing in May. That was just like a decision on my part, just because work has been a killer for real. So I wanted to do some author related stuff this month. Just because, so that I'm still like in an author mindset from time to time, on and off through this month, so that when June rolls around, I'm ready to go. So my goals were to republish Moonshot and the Forest View Academy duology, because I had a couple of formatting changes I wanted to make, so I republished the ebook and paperback of both of those. I'm planning on doing a little website makeover, which I'm going to make a video about very soon. I want to finalize my story ideas, which I'm still working on, but hopefully I'll have that done by the end of this month. And then I wanted to finish annotating the Forest View Academy duology, which I did finish doing that. So that's going to actually complete this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.